All right, guys, we have to check out this borderline the coolest Timex I've ever handled, at least from the dial alone. That, I guess it's called a sugar skull, or I called it a candy skull. I don't know what it's called exactly, but this is a limited special release from Timex that thankfully I was able to grab. Retail on it's $79, and I think there was even some discount codes, but I was having a random chat with my buddy Jorge in Chicago. Well, we weren't in Chicago. He's in Chicago. I'm in Michigan. And we were texting back and forth, and he sent me a link. He's like, hey, check this out. And I'm actually a huge fan of this style of art. And I didn't really know anything about it. You know, it's called like the Day of the Dead. It happens on like November 1st and 2nd. And it's basically, well, I mean, here's the card that actually came with the Timex watch. I'm going to butcher this, guys, but Dia de los Muertos is what they use, and it's basically a celebration of loved ones that have passed. So it's a time for family and friends to gather, and it's legit. Actually, like, there's some videos on it and some pictures. I did some reading on it. I don't know why we don't do this in more cultures. Like, I think they're definitely onto something. They celebrate life, even for the ones that have already passed, you know, and that's super important. And that's all part of this artwork where it's not so scary. You know, typically skulls are like scary looking and stuff like that. This is beautiful, right? And it's shows like the celebration of it. So, and I think this watch definitely captures that. It's a very inexpensive Timex watch. It ticks really loud. If you leave it on your nightstand, it's probably going to drive you nuts. So it still has all those quirks that a Timex has, but it's also extremely cool. So 40 millimeter case, 48 lug to lug. You can see really nice turn down lugs, and they kind of mimic wire lugs, even though they're like wider. I wish they would do a premium case and maybe do a premium movement. I mean, I'm sure Timex is capable of it, but their bread and butter is less expensive, you know, cheaper style watches. So I get it. Only 9.5 millimeter thick to, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's not very good crystal, but it's something to protect it from you touching it. And 20 millimeter lug width. I didn't measure the crown, but it is a push-pull crown. It is signed. That new logo they have, the TX, that would be its upright position right there. And then pretty cool case back for being a less expensive watch. It actually has the part number and a little bit of information there. Here is the hang tag. Here's the part number if you want to search that up. I'll also put it in the description. I'll put a link to Timex website for this watch in the description. They're sold out. They sold out actually really quick. And there's two variants. There's this polished one, and then there's the black cased one. And that was another funny thing I was talking to Jorge about is I'm like, hey, we're texting back and forth, and I texted him, I'm like, oh, I just bought it. He's like, well, which one did you get? The polished or the black? And I'm like, I don't know. I just clicked, click, 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 boom. I'm done, right? So apparently this is the one I ordered. I didn't even realize there was two different ones. But I do like the blue dial on this one. I think the black case one actually maybe has a black dial. I'm not 100% sure. But I did pay retail on it as well, $79, but I know there's discount codes. The strap on this, there it is, you know, the SB Foot Tanning Company, Red Wing, Minnesota, USA. The leather straps on some of these Timex is, it basically justifies the price above some of the cool dials already, because the straps alone, with the quick release and everything, you're going to want to use these straps on other watches, because you may not wear this one a ton, but the straps are really good and the watch is definitely fun. So if we do a little zoom in on action on this, you can see that there's actually some texture in the, I'm not sure how they printed that exactly, but it's done really well. And no, the seconds hand doesn't hit the marks very good, and it bounces all over. Guys, it's a Timex. Timex is not refinement. But I will say the dial looks pretty dang good. I'm very happy with that dial. And a nice high polish. Let's pop this guy on wrist, and then you got to check out this Indiglo, because the Indiglo is awesome. I got a watch on my wrist I need to take off first. I almost tried to put it on. Can't have two watches on the same wrist. There's not enough real estate there. All right, so I'm going to put it on a little bit loose. Man, these straps are really nice. So there it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Looks, feels great. I'm sure it keeps time pretty good. Sometimes it's nice just to have a little fun. When you see something that just looks cool, just go for it. So let's kill the light and check out this Indiglow, because yes, it has Indiglow. It actually has a little bit of lume. You can probably see it there. It's not great on the hour, minute, and then the indices, but right here is what we want to see. Yeah, check that out. That is sick. Like, I just had that Timex watch. I think you guys probably, hopefully, watched the video of Snoopy and Woodstock, you know, jumping in the leaves for the fall. Well, this one they launched. I don't know if it was actually on. It might have been right before November 1st. I can't remember what day they launched it on, but it was right around Halloween or just after. Like, so it would have been appropriate to get it in time for the celebration. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to my buddy Jorge for bringing it to my attention. So awesome stuff, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.